In the distant future, the five of us land on a deserted planet. After setting up colonization efforts, we are contacted by an unknown alien species. The alien species are humanoid, despite sharing no genetic lineage, and appear to be at least of, if not greater than, human intelligence. Are those aliens in our moral sphere? How would we approach contact with those aliens? And do we have any ethical obligation to something just because it is as intelligent as us? I'm Gabriel.
I'm Graham.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Chris.
I'm Paige.
And we'll start by going around the table. We have no ethical obligation to alien life, nor do we have ethical obligation even if it is more intelligent than us, and we have a responsibility to outcompete it, and if necessary, exterminate it.
I think that we should try and make contact. If it goes well, we should read the situation and see where to go next, but if they're as smart as us, if not smarter, then they probably have a better chance of killing us before we do them. So I think we should try and make friends, try and coexist, I guess, if you will, before trying to just kill them, because they can probably kill us easier and better.
Yeah, I think those aliens don't have the same values as us, so I don't think it's like morally acceptable to just let them rule, if that makes sense. Because I think that they would just end up trying to take over if they're exploring how they are. They're probably voyaging and trying to conquer, and that's kind of where I stand.
Piggybacking off a little bit off of Graham, they have home court advantage if we're like dumbing it down, and I say we just try to coexist with them because we don't know we're the first species that's been there, so they could also have done like another species before us could have done them wrong, and now they're dead. So yeah, I'd try to coexist as much, keep the peace between the two.
I think it could be like a Lilo and Stitch situation. You'd be friends with him, little alien guy. I don't know.
Why should we treat the aliens as friends?
Because they're as smart or smarter than us. So I think it can benefit to our advantage to help us if they're that smart.
Do you think intelligence is the arbiter of ethics?
Maybe, yes.
So if they were less intelligent than us, would we have less of a responsibility to treat them as equals?
I mean, yeah. Because what would they benefit to us if they're not smart? If they're not intelligent, what would they benefit to us other than just being there and taking up space?
So, do you think mentally disabled people are less people because of that line of reasoning?
No.
But mentally disabled people are less smart than us, and they kind of just take up space and provide very little utility.
I think they're still smart, they're just smart in a different way.
But what if they weren't? What if they were just totally brain dead and they...
Vegetables.
Very low...
They were smart at one point.
What if they were born that way?
I still think they're human and they deserve an opportunity.
I agree.
But this is
What about the aliens?
But we're not talking about humans.
Yeah.
We're talking about an outgroup of a different species.
I don't know. I think if they're smart, then they deserve a chance.
You gotta back it up.
Yeah, you're really just letting her get cooked.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the way I think of it is we could both benefit off of each other, and yeah. How would I describe it? Like, we could do better together than against each other in a way. And I know in the end it most likely will not work because that's what's going on right now. We're all very divided. That means like we all have different countries and stuff. So I don't think it'll work, but I really hope it would in a way.
But what if it failing to work could lead in our own deaths? They're an unknown, and even if they were known, I mean, all they'd need is weapons on par with ours to kill us. Mm-hmm. Do we really want to take a risk? Is it ethical to take a risk like that when our own survival on this planet is at risk?
Yeah, I feel like it is because, I mean, high risk, high reward. I feel like a lot of things that we've done in our life has been high risk that, like, pushed us further in human civilization has been because of high risk.
Like?
The nuclear war.
There was a nuclear war.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a war, but yeah, yeah, Hiroshima and stuff. Yeah,
Hiroshima and stuff. Yeah.
Stuff being Nagasaki.
yeah.
So your point is that we could possibly benefit from a mutual kind of like work together scenario with these aliens, right?
Yes.
What happens if they just like see you as food? What are you doing then?
Well, we just met with them. We don't know if they see it as food. If they see us as food, then obviously I'm not.
Well, I mean,
gonna-
you come face to face with that alien, right?
Yeah.
You tell it's like licking its lips. What are you doing? You gonna still respect its?
Well, no. After that,
Being-
no, I'm not gonna respect it after it licks its lips at me. I mean, come on, man. But from first interactions, if there's nothing wrong, like it's not licking its lips at me or it doesn't have a gun on its hand, I'm gonna respect it as it should be, as neutral, not, you know.
What if licking its lips is like us waving hello?
Let's flip the scenario. So we've talked about what if the alien was hostile? What if the alien was peaceful? Your guys' answers probably wouldn't change.
Yeah.
But if the alien was totally proving to be peaceful so far, would you still feel a responsibility to oppose it and potentially wipe it out?
I think we just wipe them off the map. Honestly, I mean, they're smarter than us, so at some point they're probably going to turn and realize.
We don't know if they're smarter than us. They're at least as smart as us.
That's fair.
But
That's fair. Well, I don't like my chances. You know, someone it's like they're one upping us. Just wipe them off the board, nuke the whole planet.
I think I would like try and learn as much before they go extinct, whether or not that's by us or. But I think getting that information out of them, whatever way necessary, I think that would be beneficial for our race.
so if they prove to be peaceful, you would drop the hostile posturing. At least just to learn from them.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying don't be hostile because maybe they're protective of their information, and so we're just like, oh, we gotta go
so
get it.
So we're Francis Bacon. We're like cracking them open and dissecting them to learn more.
Pretty much, yeah.
I like that way.
Well, what would you do? Because you're against them. So if they turn out to be peaceful, what
I'm
would
with
you do?
Graham. Wipe them out. I think it's an intolerable risk to have a sapient creature as intelligent as us. That they could pose a great danger to all of us just by existing. And more importantly, and what I think we need to discuss more is, I don't consider other species to be within our moral sphere. And if there is such thing as cross-species morality, I don't think a species from another planet, by virtue of being alive and being relatively intelligent, is within that sphere.
Yeah, because we kill fish a lot.
Yeah, and we have more in common with fish than we have in common with an
Exactly.
alien from another
Yeah.
planet.
Thanks for
We're
saving
totally
that.
convergent evolution.
I don't know. I think it could benefit if they brought knowledge that we didn't have. Maybe
We're not talking about benefits. We're talking about whether or not they should be considered part of our moral compass, whether or not their lives have value, even though they're not related to us.
I think they do
Why?
because they bring knowledge. They can bring.
So we're back to utility. We're not talking about utility. We're talking about even if if a human provided nothing, it would still be unethical to kill him because he's a human, for no reason at least. If this alien provided nothing, would it be unethical to kill it? Like it was just hanging out?
No, I think I mean yes. Wait, it would be unethical to kill it. Yes,
Why?
because it's not doing anything. It's just there.
It has the potential to do bad things, though.
I mean, a lot of things have potential to do bad things, but if you just see it standing there, you're just gonna kill it.
Yeah, probably.
So like,
It's like stepping on an ant.
It's true.
Oh wow.
if a dog had potential to do
Feels
bad
right.
things, would you kill it?
Yeah.
They put down a lot of dogs.
Yeah, we
for
put
that
down a lot of
reason.
dogs. I mean, like, if a rescue a pit bull from, like, a really messed up house, you know, it's probably just gonna, like, freak out and kill people for the rest, or attack people for the rest of its life, you know? It's just,
So you would just kill it
yeah.
instead of working with it?
Yeah, probably.
Why? Why is that
Times
ethical?
are too far gone.
I don't care. I don't care about a pit bull.
Okay, so
Steven?
we've done hostile, we've done peaceful,
We've done moral compass.
right?
What about like integration into society?
What if the alien looked and acted exactly like us? Even though it was genetically distant, even though it has no shared lineage. What
Like
if it was like a
Superman.
Star Trek, like Superman or Star Trek or something,
Yeah.
where it looked like a person, walked like a person, it seems to act like a person? Would that affect your... Like if I told you I was an alien right now, and I wasn't lying.
I'm jumping the table, man.
Yeah.
Why'd you keep it from me? You know?
Assume I told it when we first met, but I look like a normal human. I act like a normal human. Would that change your ethical lens?
No.
Well, not really, obviously. 'Cause
I feel like it would change mine a little bit because now, honestly, I don't. Yeah, because I don't know how to differentiate you from me. You could.
ooh, like a body snatchers type.
Yeah,
thing.
like invasion of the body.
What if it was
snatchers? That's
human?
a
What if it was
crazy
obviously an alien, like whatever that guy's Spock from Star Trek? Like he just had the elf ears or whatever.
Yeah,
What if it was obviously alien but still acted relatively human?
movie. Yeah, that's different. I can differentiate you. I can see if you are. Well, I want to say a part of me or not, but like, yeah, you're. How do I say it? Like, you're from Earth or you're not. Like, I can differentiate where you're from and stuff.
But why does differentiating where they're from have anything to do with how you view them?
Because we can go back to they carry the same morals as us. Like, I'll be able to tell compared to like we don't know the alien yet.
I think it would lead to segregation that we've never seen before. I mean, we segregate based on things as stupid as skin color or like the different colors of your eyes, just like dumb shit like that. Like imagine having to differentiate someone that was born on a completely different planet. Like it would just be
So
weird.
your solution to end space racism is to commit space genocide.
Absolutely.
So to avoid segregation, we're just killing them all.
Correct. Just wipe them out.
Honestly,
I mean,
Hitler shit.
Rather have that than racism. I mean,
Are you being serious right now? Okay, we've kind of dilly-dallied on semantics. Now let's talk more broadly. What should our ethical stance towards contact with new life, both sapient and lower, be? I would argue that lowers can be examined and coexisted with because they pose no major threat outside of like maybe diseases or something. No intelligent threat to the human race. However, higher life, I don't think, frankly, I don't think that's a risk worth taking. The level of violence humans are capable of doing to each other from another species would not be an ideal risk. So I think shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah, because like, kind of going off of what you're saying is like, if they have like an equal or greater intelligence as ours, I think we're gonna just automatically see them as a threat because like we're so used to being on top, you know? And so
Do you think it's a responsibility to maintain our position on top?
absolutely, yeah, we need to show them who's in charge here. And but like you were saying, if they're not posing a threat or if they're like of lower intelligence, say like some sort of animal that we would find on Earth, then yeah, we can kind of like look at them, investigate where they came from, what they can do for us, and if not, then maybe it's their time to go away.
Do you think we have a greater ethical obligation to animals from this planet than to animals from other planets that we have no shared lineage with? So like say there was Schrodinger's cat was in a box, and then there was like an alien cat with 3 eyes, and you have to push a button to incinerate one of them. Would you push it on the Earth cat or like the nearly identical space cat?
I think I would push it on the Earth cat just to see, because that goes back to what I was saying. Like I think it would be better to look at the space cat, you know, see like what it's about. Why does it have that third eye? What is that third eye doing for it?
We're talking ethics, not like assume there's plenty of these cats around, and you just have one of each in a box. Is it more unethical to kill an animal from Earth that you have shared genes with?
Okay, I get what you're saying. No, I would kill the alien cat.
So you do think there is
Yes,
some
my bad.
ethics?
Yeah, there is some ethics.
Anyone want
But
to?
if there's multiple cats around, then yeah, I'm killing the alien cat.
I agree.
I think going back to the intelligence factor, like if we were the ones contacted by aliens and they came to us, I think that would automatically put them at a higher intelligence than us. Like K2-18b, for example, we think they might have like single-celled organisms on the planet just from reading the oxygen levels. But if they somehow made their way to Earth, I think that would already just be an indicator of, hey, they're here for something, they want something, and they're not going to take no for an answer.
Dispose of them.
Dispose of them, yeah.
They get a ray gun going.
Independence Day.
Absolutely.
What if like a human and an alien had a kid, like a cross? Oh, you'd kill the. Oh.
Yeah.
What
But never mind.
what changes? So if you would automatically kill that, what changes that from killing a human?
That is 50% alien.
But it's also 50% human. Or
Now it
I
shares
don't
genes
care.
with you, like.
So it's only 50% wrong.
Yeah, yeah, actually. I mean, yeah,
What if we're the aliens?
great question. I would kill it because I
You would kill yourself.
It would be basically a new species. I wouldn't. If it's like 50% of another species genes, I mean that's less akin to us than like an ape.
Okay, I thought of another view. So we've been down the peaceful, we've been down the hostile. What if these aliens show up to Earth, right? This big mothership, like it's so obvious that they have the upper hand, okay? And they're coming to us and saying, okay, we want to be mutual in this relationship. Are you still going to try and kill them?
No, because we'd lose.
Right.
Stop. Bide your time. I mean, that's just a discussion of tactics. It's
Right.
like, stop. Bide your time.
But that doesn't.
Tech rush.
But that doesn't like change your ethical view at all. Like, would
No,
you
then-
still
then
like,
there's
secretly want to
Yeah,
kill
then there's
them?
an even greater imperative to kill them because they have the authority.
Okay.
They have the ability. We now know they have the ability to wipe us out. It's not a question.
Okay. What about y'all?
if
Since
we're
y'all
both-
wanted to be peaceful with them, and they're kind of like dominating
Yeah.
our territory.
I mean, they're being peaceful, right? I mean, in a way.
I mean, they're taking our stuff. Like they're
Oh,
taking
that's
our
not-
land.
Well,
Yes,
let's say
yeah,
let's say they have like 50 planets and like thousands of starships, and they show up
Yeah.
and they say, "Welcome to our empire.
Yeah.
We're not going to hurt anyone, but join us."
I mean, that's
Or
how
we
America
might.
started, right? It's taking land from someone else.
True,
So
Yeah.
but in
the
this
same
situation,
way.
we're the natives.
Oh man.
I'd say you just assume they're bluffing and attack first.
I would not
I
do
think
that.
that's what the natives did.
I would not. I would,
That is. So maybe that's not the right approach.
Yeah.
But it is.
I feel like we can learn from history.
Maybe they'll let us build casinos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they let us keep San Marcos. That's our little plot of land.
space slots. Okay. Wrapping it up. My opinion has not changed. I still think that we have a moral imperative to wipe them out. And more importantly, what that really is built on is I don't think that we have a moral responsibility to a creature just because it's intelligent. So if something is intelligent, it poses a great risk to us. If it's not, I don't think it necessarily needs to be harmed, but my opinion has not changed.
Yeah, kind of going on along with that. I think I kind of started out with a more reasonable approach to it, and I think my mindset kind of changed around the intelligence cutoff line. I think if someone's more intelligent than us, we just got to big dick them, wipe them off the planet, and then everyone else that's, I guess, less intelligent than us, then, you know, they can just keep on chilling, doing their thing, and we won't mess with them, you know? So,
Yeah, my standpoint's, it's just like how they approach us, I guess. And so if they're approaching us with a hostile kind of tactic, then yeah, I'm gonna take action to not be overthrown. But if they're not hostile, then I'll be less hostile, but I'm still in charge.
So you just treat them like other humans, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I also treat them like other humans in a way. I mean, I want to be peaceful with them, of course, but like Jacob said, if they're going to treat me wrong first, and I'm going to stand my ground too, in a way.
I mean, I agree with them, I think. But also, like, if they're going to be hostile, I don't think just killing people or killing them is the answer, because I don't think violence is just how you go about it.
Why did you
So-
bring this up in the closing remarks? You could have argued about that like 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. But I don't think violence is the answer. I think you try to work
Screw it,
it out.
okay, why don't you think violence is the answer? We're going for an extra 3 minutes.
What? Because
Because there's so much blank space in this, we're all just kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah,
because
we're stopping
why
this.
That's
would
a
you
good point.
choose violence
This is
if you're trying
overtime.
to work it out in the first place?
Because violence
that
works.
just causes more problems.
How does it cause more problems?
Have you seen the world today?
Yeah, actually, we've been in a period of really relative peace compared to like the past few hundred years, probably all of human history, because nukes have locked us in place, so we haven't fought a large-scale war like at all.
So if someone approached you hostile,
Hostility.
With hostility.
with hostility, you would just immediately go with violence.
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean? What?
How
'Cause
is
they're-
that ethically and morally
An act of
okay?
defense.
you match their violence with greater violence.
Pearl Harbor. Just don't look at the rest of the war. That's
Yeah,
that.
literally. Why don't you think violence is the answer to these problems?
Because it just causes more problems.
How?
Like, instead of just trying to work it out. Like, okay, if you tried to work it out and they're still being violent, like, okay, fine. I guess that's your only option. But if you try to work it out and they're like, yeah, okay, then, like, you're just going in with violence for no reason when you can work it out in a more peaceful manner.
What if you're not like able to work it out though? Because like we speak English, they speak alienese. Like
But I thought they were coming in with the same intelligence as us, meaning,
I
like,
mean, there's still
They would-
different languages.
but they would still
Let's
know
assume we can
English.
translate and speak to each other relatively quickly, but that we don't know their true intentions.
I would still not go in with violence. I would still try to work it out as much as I could before having to turn to like a violent standpoint if I had to.
But you said that it would be unethical to match their violence with violence.
I said it was unethical to just go in immediately with violence.
How?
Because why? Just like because I would just rather have a peaceful like environment than going in with violence.
If you're out on the mountainside and you see bears, like nasty bears, like brown bears, like bears that'll actually kill a person, you see them roaming the hills. Would you take your rifle and go shoot them in advance, or would you just wait and see if things work out?
No, because I'm in their,
No to what?
I'm not gonna go and shoot them. Like if I'm in their environment, like I'm in their habitat, like if they're not hurting me, I'm not hurting them. Like we can coexist. But if they come and attack me, then that's different.
But if you wait for them to come and attack you,
But if I see a bear, I'm not just gonna stand there and be like, "Oh, I hope it attacks me." I'm probably gonna leave that area.
to repeat myself, my opinion has not really changed. I don't consider intelligence to be the baseline for morality, and as a matter of fact, I think intelligence is a cause of great threat to us, and then I think we have a responsibility to establish ourselves as its superior, if not wipe it out.
To restate what I said, I think that intelligence and aggression kind of go hand in hand. If one species knows that they have the upper hand on the other, what's stopping them from killing the other? And the only answer is morals and ethics. So rather than trying to decipher another species' ethics when we don't know where they come from or what they grew up with, I think it's pointless. So just wipe them off the face of the map.
I think, ethically speaking, I don't see aliens with the same morals that I would see a human, so they automatically just kind of mean lesser to me. And so the only way that I would see them with greater value is if they give me something in return.
I would see them as one of my own, like I said before, and yeah, I'd always try to keep the peace and hope we both benefit from each other.
Yeah, I would also just see them as equal and just treat them equally. Morally, I think it's if they don't come in with like a mindset of wanting to kill us, I think we can all work out, especially bringing their knowledge and our knowledge. We can work together.
That is all for now.
Should we add some YouTube outro music?
Have a good evening.